First look, Batman. No.
Batman. It took me a second. I'm Batman.
It's Christian Bale as Gorr, the God Butcher, in Thor: Love and Thunder, which we still have no idea what the plot of the movie is about, but we're getting some images.
Loki opened up the gateway for multiverse. So this is a way that they can sneak in female Thor. Maybe it's another Thor from a different universe. Maybe it really is Jane Foster from but the main universe.
Dude, he shaved his entire head.
Christian Bale, he's a little bit of a character actor.
Oh yeah.
He'll get into character. He's lost weight for roles. He's gained weight. He's American Psycho. He really killed people. So
right.
He goes all in. But yeah, just some interesting set photos. But that's all we get. That's
looking fabulous here.
Yeah, I know, right? This looks like a fucking like a Greco statue.
Yeah.
But they're gonna put like layers of CGI over that, and it's gonna look crazy. But that's all we get right now. Not much coming in through Marvel at the time. All their trailers are pretty much out. We might get another trailer for Eternals at some point.
And any news about him was just he was cast.
That was
it. Now this. That's it.
So yeah, it's good to see that this is filming, and hopefully it's 2022 release, I think.
I believe so.
So yeah, it's still a year out.
Sometime.
At this rate, though, it looks like we might get a trailer for this before Spider-Man.
I know, right?
Still waiting on that Spider-Man.
All right. Batman. it's okay. It kind of bothers me, but in a way, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tell you why this shouldn't bother you, but if I'm not mistaken, so they have Jeffrey Wright as Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
And
wait. So who does the voice of Apu in The Simpsons?
Right. So
Hank Azaria?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not
Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, and they didn't want him to do that voice anymore because of that.
Appropriation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's okay for this to happen.
I honestly, we spoke about this before though, that we thought that's overboard right there, to almost the extreme.
A voice actor.
He's a voice actor. He's not portraying a real character. Is he portraying certain stereotypes and stigmas? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it done lightheartedly in the name of comedy? Yeah.
Yes.
What's the difference between him doing it and the actual Indian voice actor who now voices Apu? Now, people were quick to argue that equal opportunity for, these voice actors, which is fine. I totally understand. But it was just the way we arrived at that was, I don't know, it felt so hateful almost. And
yeah,
you're like, oh, how dare he do that?
This is something that's been going on for over 30 years. You know, I mean, and it was like I'm going to make a show. Let's only have the four of us be able to do the voices for all the characters. and then it just stayed like that. And then every once in a while, you grew a little bit in cast, but you're doing a voice. You're just talking. And people fucking bugged out about it. It's ridiculous. But now they did the same thing with Big Mouth. And I know we talked about this, but Big Mouth, they recasted the girl who, and now this is okay.
I don't know. Maybe you write other characters. You write new characters. How about that? Is when you come at these voice actors it's such a hateful way, like how dare you, and it's a little bit over the top, it's comedy, it's done in the spirit of laughter, there are a few things that are universal in this world. Comedy I feel is universal. Sometimes you don't need to understand the language to understand something is funny. And especially when you're talking about comedy, you just have to take it with a light approach and just laugh it off. But right now we have African American gentleman who has been chosen, to voice Bruce Wayne, which is typically a white bread dude. I'm saying for what it is, he's a white guy.
Bruce Wayne has always been created as a white guy, yes.
So
and
why isn't anyone talking about this? Like,
we're not being racist about it, not being prejudiced, nothing like that. It's just, people are gonna, freak out and make change about this, and the same thing just happened and nobody's bugging out about that. That's what we're saying. Like, you're gonna make such a big decision about one thing and then let it go with another. So what's the whole point? Why the uproar?
It has to be equal on all fronts. Like,
exactly. Like,
I don't care. Like, if I can get a good performance out of it, I don't care. Like, listen.
John Leguizamo as the Riddler. John Leguizamo as a redheaded white guy. John Leguizamo as the Riddler.
Riddle me this. Like, listen, I don't care as long as I can get a good performance out of it. But people have to,
exactly.
People just have to keep that same energy,
And these are great people, though. Jeffrey Wright, Rosario Dawson, she's in everything, and John Leguizamo, like, she's the one who can connect, like, Netflix, Marvel, and DC together.
Yeah,
like,
and
she's all over. Yeah, that's it.
So, I just feel like people just need to keep the same energy, and they don't. It's so quick to jump on the bandwagon with certain things, but when the shoe's on the other foot, they kind of fade into the darkness. Me personally, I don't care, because people will argue who really played Darth Vader. Was it I believe the Irish guy who was the actual actor, or is it James Earl Jones who's the voice? Right?
Exactly.
It's
happened so many times and so many things, and nobody gave a shit until The Simpsons, and I feel like that started it off, maybe, but whatever. But this is a cool concept. In general, my rant aside about this whole thing, but this seems interesting with inspiration of the 60s Batman with the animated series mixed in, and HBO Max will produce it.
I really hope, though, that this becomes like a standard. Like, I really hope that even other when I say other, of course I mean Marvel, but I mean other franchises kind of jump on board with this kind of podcast storytelling, because this harkens back to back in the day where you would get horror stories on the radio, and people will listen to that. War of the Worlds was first transmitted over the radio, and then people mistook it for something that was real and were freaking out. But back in the day, before television was like really a thing, people would crowd around the radios.
Superman was a story on the radio with actors acting out the story, and then it became the black and white, and then the animated.
Exactly. You had that. You had things like murder mysteries being broadcasted on the radio. So if I can get like comic book stories like that I read broadcasted on a podcast I can listen to while I'm on my way to work, while I'm in the shower, and playing in the background, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. But I like this. I'll probably listen to it.
And